Let me introduce myself. Hey, my name is Tasha, but I go by Sarita Bonita. And I'm just a young girl that see life in a different pair of eyes. Where I still believe in love. I still believe in, just the greatness in life, even through the struggles. And I'm just here to help you see the same thing. So I hope you enjoy. What's cracking, lacking, family? It's your girl, Extra T on the Extra T podcast show. And I'm back with another video. Grand rising, rise and shine. Good morning, good morning. What's happening? What's happening, Captain? Okay, yeah, that was trying. Now, here go my most famous joint, if anybody know me. What he do? Y'all notice I've been saying the same stuff forever. What he do? I still have all my same little pick up words and shit because it's just me. It make me part of who I am, right? Even if it look lying, right? So okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Y'all know I like to come over here and speak my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Either like it could be about challenges, it could be what's in my heart. I really like to speak from my heart. And just imagine if it's a lot of people that actually spoke from their heart, how life would be. I would wonder, like, if people really like, if you had people stop pretending to be this cold-hearted individual, right? What you think, protecting your heart is you acting cold and you acting like you got eaten, you don't have no emotions. It's really the totally opposite. Because I'm gonna tell you something, right? I think this is why we go through shit. This is why we go through stuff at an early age, friend. And let me tell you something too. I hope the wind ain't too loud. But let me tell you something too, friend, because I had my microphones was dead this morning. So I got the Apple earphones with the mic, baby. Yup, the cord joint. Well, I tell you, sometimes you gotta use what you got to get where you want. See, a lot of y'all ain't where you want to be at because you too busy complaining and you ain't putting the work in. You complain about what you don't got. Sometimes you got to use what you got. See, y'all don't be want to do it anyway. You just be want to find a reason to complain. That's what you want to do when you don't want to do something. You complain. If you save that energy, then you just hush. Just hush for a day, right? And don't complain for a day and actually do. Try. T-R-Y, right? You try. Watch how far you get. Baby steps better than no steps, book. Baby steps better than none, right? So, friend, I'm learning that. Okay, so when I was younger, whatever, right? I used to be so. I had this tough exterior, you know what I'm saying? I was very sharp, very cold, detached. Very detached. Sometimes I actually be detached, and sometimes I used to act like I was detached. But because sometimes that's how you have to. That was my shell, you know what I'm saying, to stay afloat. So I had to survive. See, the problem is, friend, we get stuck in survival mode, which is myself. I mean, I'm currently having a hard time getting out of survival mode. But I can be water. I could be flowing in the water right now, and I'ma still imagine me drowning. I don't know if it's anxiety or it's just me just being a scaredy cat, which I always done been that too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I was scared of. But some of the stuff that you scared of is the thing that will free you. You get what I'm saying? Friend, when I come over here talking to you, friend, I know it's going to trigger some people. I know it's going to be some people that going to be want to find reasons to fuss and have somebody to talk, have somebody to project on. You can't look in the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror. So, you use it, you shoot off on other people, which is okay. Well, it's not okay, friend, but it's understandable. You get what I'm saying? When you hurt, you don't know who to blame. You get what I'm saying? But we don't want to blame ourselves. But we take accountability. We take a part in our own hurt too. Now, not if something happened to you. No, you holding on to it. You get what I'm saying? So, friend, remember, I am not a prophet. I am not a preacher. I'm just a young girl that go through challenges and be and obstacles and man, edges be snatched like a mother joker, feet be scarred up. That's how I feel like. I feel like I'm in the wilderness a lot, right? I'm just a girl who done been through the forest, shit, and still be going through it sometimes. I'm still fire kicking demons. You know what I'm saying? I'm always doing something, right? And I learned that everything we face, everything we come across is really a mirror. Life is really a mirror, man. Everything is a big mirror. I used to think people were crazy when they were saying this shit. Man, please. When you look at it from a logical point of view, you gonna think everybody who talk out there, talk all outside the box is Looney Tunes. They mean Looney Birds. They belong in straight jackets, but hell no, friend. When you get in that hard space and you actually like stop pretending. I don't know. You get out of that logical state because that's a battle. You know what I'm saying? That's back and forth. You can look at things logical, and you can also believe if you want to. I told you, a lot of people get out their heart space. That's how they're able to be so detached. And so, I almost want to say, ooh, not me just heard narcissistic, but that's how they can be so, they can look at things logically when you detach from your heart. So when I was younger, whatever, I was telling you I was detached. I was very cold and detached. So it was easy for me to sweep shit on the road, but I would get more and more aggressive, friend. Now, it might sound like I'm all over the place, but bear with me. Hear me out. Okay? I used to be detached from my heart, but I told you, even sometimes I used to not be. You know what I'm saying? I told you, there ain't no such thing as heartless. I tried my best to be heartless. Everything, all them damn wounds I was receiving in my back to back, all them swords, I supposed to be heartless. I told you that. My heart don't even supposed to be here no more. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like, God wouldn't let me, you know what I'm saying? So I had to face a lot of pain in privacy. Cause I couldn't let people know that you got to me like that. See, you might look like you winning, friend, and I thought they were winning too. But they wasn't. They wasn't winning, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta make smart decisions because shit, it ain't worth your time, friend. Right? So when I started just being honest with myself, I stopped putting myself in fucked up situations. As in, I don't even gotta, cause okay, say if you are detached and you pretend to be this detached person, whatever, this heartless person, you gonna do whatever, right? And you gonna act like you don't give a fuck about it. It's just like, okay, like the people in the dating pool, right? A single woman get deal with a single man. You turn out, or you know, y'all one of y'all end up, both of y'all really stop fucking with each other. Now y'all talking about each other badly, right? And you act like you don't give a fuck, and you going on about your business. But now you taking that irritable energy to the next man or the next woman. If you didn't give a fuck, you wouldn't be so hard on the next motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? You would go with a brand new start because that person ain't did nothing to you. They don't even know you. You get what I'm saying? And trust me, I do this too myself. That's why I had to start being honest with myself. If you give a fuck, you give a fuck. Start knowing, telling yourself the truth and stay in your lane. Right? So, I told you, when I was young, well, I don't know if I told y'all or not. When I was young, I had a thing for the players. The reason why I had the wrong, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, I always call myself having a crush on somebody that's like a player type. I don't know, they were very adventurous to me and very interesting. And then, you know, I study people. I don't know why, but I always study people. I'm like, I pay attention to a lot about people. You get what I'm saying? Especially if I'm connecting with you, you know. And, well, the reason why I used to do it was for the wrong reason. I had ill intentions when I was younger, too, especially because I had a grudge against men due to daddy wounds, right? And it don't make it right because men got feelings just as much as women do, even though they try to flodge. They fly like they don't got no feelings either. They look at things logical point of view, but they really be crying in the inside, friend. They feelings be hurt quicker than ours. That's why they can go cheat 1,000 times. You cheat one time, they slide down the goddamn wall. They can't handle the same pain you can, friend. And it's not because I'm going at men. I'm just looking at things from a logical point of view, friend. I'm just being honest. It's just my fact and this is my opinion, right? But if you be honest and stop acting like you so damn detached and you don't like nobody and you don't really care about nobody and you ain't the committer type because you really, you know, you claim to be the player because you really afraid to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, coming from a person that used to try to be a player. I hung around dudes. You know what I'm saying? I was tomboyish as crap. And one thing about it, baby, them boys, they go spill the tea. You get what I'm saying? Not about like how they are, but y'all pay attention to it, but basically, like, you know, about women and all that, Friend, all that shit be a cover up. You know, cause you don't want to get attached to nobody. I don't know what they fussing about, but I like to hear it. They let me know that we alive, friend. When you hear the birds chirping, I don't know. I'm a city girl, but I know I was saying I don't like the country. I don't like the country. It ain't too fast, too slow. Everything's spaced out. I be bored now. Some parts of me, like the root of me, love country shit. I can go sit on the porch and hear the birds chirping, feel the sun on my skin, and I love this shit. It made me feel, like, I don't know, like, I know, like, I need me a back porch with the, baby, if I ever get, like, my stable house, I know it's going to have to be a back porch. It's going to be a lot of nature and shit around it, because it just, I don't know, it just do something to me spiritually, right? No bullshit, not trying to even fit in with that part, but it really do. And I didn't notice that. That's why I used to be outside a lot when I was younger, I think. That's why I used to stay in the country for months and shit when I was younger. But now, I don't know. At first, when I was a couple years ago, hell nah. But now, I don't know. As long as I got different things to do, hell yeah, I probably would explore the shit out the country. Because I like the little things. I don't know. I like the realistic shit. I be wanting to see. I like the roots of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, you see what you get type shit, not a make believe or an illusion. You know what I'm saying? That this world always try to give us. So that's like I told you, like when that play a word, that's an illusion too, cause you still got feelings, you just trying to hide them, and then you end up hurt your own feelings, and then you taking it out on other women and other men. Man, when you lying to yourself saying you a player, bro, you ain't gonna do nothing but keep on hurting yourself. You the reason why you keep being hurt, friend. Cause every little relationship you take, if you like them a little bit, you taking all that pain to the next girl, the next man, the next man. Man, I'm telling you, man. I did not notice how aggressive I was until I actually looked at myself. You know what I'm saying? And I got tired because I was hurting, holding on all that goddamn pain and that frustration and anger. And it's just like I was like a ticking bomb, right? And I feel like people got a kick out of me being a ticking bomb. Because it made me look like I'm the problematic one. You know what I'm saying? You tick off, and then whatever you lie you tell about me, ain't going to look like it's the truth. Because I'm like I'm the angry one, in quotation. Friend, when I started being honest with myself, that a lot of the reasons why I got my feelings hurt, it was because of me. A lot of my hardships is because of my ego, right? Why a lot of shit I could have just left, I could have just walked away from, or I could have went to another direction. But I chose not to, because I wanted to be Boosie badass, acting like a heartless motherfucker, which I probably was heartless for a minute. But I'm going to tell you something. I was talking about this on another video of mine, right? And I was talking about like how when people used to go up against me, right? And they try their best. I'm talking about try their best to like really, really, really hurt my feelings, which they might do it, right? You know what I'm saying? Or they do something to really, 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 really try to break me down, right? To really get to me. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever they say, like, oh, I ain't mad, I don't give a fuck. But they being low down, they trying to hurt you, so they feelings got to be hurt. You get what I'm saying? A motherfucker won't be trying to hurt you or do low down shit to you if they feelings don't hurt. Ain't hurt, right? There's a lot of sensitive people out here that act like they don't got no feelings. They super duper sensitive at that. So that's why a lot of them, I'm telling you, them quick tempers and shit, them sensitive people. Very sensitive. There's a lot of people out here got a lot of emotions. A lot of them. Lot of them. Most of the people that run from their feelings, the ones that pretend to be detached, them are the ones that love hard, they love fast. They very serious about their heart. So, yeah. But, that's with me. I was very serious about my heart. That's why I don't get in a lot of relationships. That's why I don't really get too close to people. Even if I'm cool with everybody. But I ain't gonna let everybody get too close. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. Like, you gotta be a special motherfucker, get in my inner circle. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, especially now, I start all the way over too. Yeah, baby. They gonna, baby, it ain't because we've been knowing each other for years. Hell no. No, they don't mean nothing, baby. That don't mean nothing at all. That don't mean nothing. That's the least of it. Like, it's all about loyalty and just about what a person, how you gotta like real this art, like it's really like starting from the bottom. It ain't just the easy shit. Oh, we been to each other. Nah, no, sir, that don't work this time. Wrong password. Oh, I love you. Oh, wrong password. Hi, my hell no. How you treat people, goddamn? When you good, when you up and or you down, goddamn. When you doing good or when you doing bad, how you treat people? You know what I'm saying? How much you love yourself? Because you have to ask this shit because just how you know if a person, if they good at the core or not. Some people like to lie, but you can pay attention to actions. I'm also an energy filler. So I'm feeling the room, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we cool and cordial, but when you trying too hard, that's automatic a red flag right there. This generation like to move fast. And I see that. I think I was in that mix too. Moving super fast. You talk to a motherfucker now, today, they want to have sex about what? Okay, well, today Friday, right? They want to have sex about tomorrow, Saturday. And they want to be in love by Monday. And hell, baby, what they do that at? What the fuck they do that at? Or y'all meet today. Tomorrow they want to be besties. And then boom. Like, oh, you can't have no more friends Monday. Hell no. You get what I'm saying? Look, boo. You gotta start being honest with yourself. I told you, when I started being honest with myself, I was like, hey, this shit really already hurting your motherfucking feelings. You ain't really like, this shit really cutting you. So, because it took me a little minute now to go back and look at it. Look back at my life, right? And see where I was going wrong at. And these repeated cycles, because everything is a cycle. If you keep on going through the same shit, it's a lesson there, right? So, I noticed it. I noticed it in my life where a lot of the times, even if I won the battle, I felt like I lost the battle. You get what I'm saying? Because I can win the battle on the physical, but didn't win emotionally or spiritually, right? Or mentally. Now I'm fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Even when I cut certain people off, you know what I'm saying? I can cut you off and walk past you like I never knew you. But the still thing about it, if I really loved you and I really cared about you, that shit fuck with me, that, that I had to accept a lot of pain for shit about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, why keep on putting yourself in predicaments like that when you could just be honest with yourself from the start? For one, I'm not finna go play with no player. I'm not even finna talk to a player. I know you on straight bullshit, baby. I'ma holler at you. For one, I don't feel like arguing and fighting and hunching. That's what a lot of these. That's all they be wanting nowadays. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm not the arguing type. So you gonna think I'm cheating. Because I don't really like to argue. I don't really like all that nagging. If I say something to you, it's because it's really bothering me. And it's already bothering me that I got to say something to you about it instead of you being a grown-ass person and being aware of your actions. Even though I know we all mess up. But my thing is, you know what you do. People know what they do. That's why I stop explaining why I cut people off. People know what they do. The first thing they say, well, last time I talked to them, the only thing is woo. Well, you gave the answer. You know why they ain't talking to you. People know they guilty. They be feeling it. I told you. It's just the simple fact that I don't like that. I can't, They be thinking you just being too bougie. Nah, boo. I'm just not your type. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel like all that damn arguing. I don't feel like arguing no dude. I don't feel like I'm not finna keep on. You ain't finna be on all the insecure stuff. No, sir. And in my life now, I know too many people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got time if I'm helping somebody, because I can help men. I help women and men. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for you being jealous for this shit, or telling me, oh, you can't go on girl shit, you can't do this, you can't do that, when I'm by myself and I'm in hermit mode, because I'm for sure be in solitude. I go ghost randomly, because I be needing that me time. You know what I'm saying? I don't get time you think you just in your homeboy or your cousin, Uncle Larry, whoever, granddad and them. Oh, they cheating. They this, they that. They must got somebody else. Ain't nobody love themselves that goddamn much. Projecting. Okay? So, you pop over to the girl house and you see she actually doing exactly fucking that. Not saying that's every scenario. No. But I'm just saying, that's why you gotta learn your people. People don't learn people. They just project other people onto you. They don't really learn you. They just project other people onto you, baby. That's it. They can't even date Sierra because they too busy still holding on to Ashley. Ashley, you ain't even got a chance to even know Sierra because you too busy still got Ashley in your energy. You ain't get over her yet, bro, man. And since you over here taking that over there to the next person. My thing is people can't get to know people. And then some people be just using people just to get, just for like place warmers. And then you ain't thinking about the people that you use. That shit don't feel good, but you don't like to be that person. And them say when people doing it, get the first excuse they like to say. People do it to me. Oh, so they go jump off a bridge, you gonna go do it too. Oh, cool, follower. Trust me, we all do that. A lot of us do it. I ain't gonna project. A lot of us done did crazy shit. You get what I'm saying? But we need to start being led by our own example and not other people, man. Because there's a lot of karma gonna be issued out to people. You ain't gotta never believe me. Because I'm telling you, the world changing. You ain't gotta never accept it. Oh, the world getting bad, it get worse. Everything get bad before it get better. Because it can get ugly before it get beautiful, Crip. I told you. Please don't judge me. Okay, and I'm finna wrap this joint up, friend. But I just be speaking my mind, you know what I'm saying? And I be just being honest with myself a lot, man. And sometimes I come back and listen to this stuff. I be thankful to have a friend I can listen to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, because me and me think like, we think alike. You know, I like to look at myself as a third party sometimes, so outside of myself, because I'm my friend. You know what I'm saying? And you can be your friend too. When you start finding yourself, you're going to be so thankful for yourself. You ain't going to want to lose yourself no more, man. Because that's all life is about. Because I wanted to say this before I get out. I remember in my school or whatever, right? The whole 4 years that my principal was there, he played Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson, right? And it's so crazy because 11 years later. Hold on, pause real quick, friend. I had to fix and correct that because I forgot it's 2025. The year has been flying by, baby. When I tell you I can't keep up with the days and the months, I mean it. Because I be in my own world doing my own shit, building and working on other stuff, right? It been 13 years, friend. Not 11. It's about to be 13 years in May. Okay. The years done flew by. They said after you graduate, them years going to go by fast. And they did not motherfucking lie. That's why I'm taking things serious in my 30s. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get back to it. This song still haunts my thought. And it's like my life is surrounding it. You get what I'm saying? That's how I know that everything happens for a reason. Your life is already orchestrated, friend. You the one. Like I don't even know how to explain it. You are the one that's driving, but it's already planned out. Like everything happened. Like they say the consequence, not consequences. What is the coincidence? Okay, now they say coincidence. And then a lot of people say, ain't no such thing as coincidence. I'm starting to believe it, friend. Because, baby, how all this stuff aligned and that song always coming out. And that was a long time ago. I graduated 2012. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he started being the principal, I think, after that. A year after that or a year. That's crazy to me. You coming there about the year I get there. And you leave the same year I leave. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, like it was meant for me to hear them songs. That's crazy. I know they're going to sound like, oh, girl, you trying, you reaching. I'm not. But for the ones who know, you know. The ones who don't. You get what I'm saying? Don't expect people to understand you. That's why I got this video. That's why I got these platforms. I told you when I was younger, I used to pull out the camera all the time. I remember I had this video. I said I was in the hallway. I don't know if I recorded it on a flip phone or some type of camera. And I said, today is the day. And I think I was showing some folks. And folks crying, laughing because I was making a plumb D damn fool of myself. But when I tell you that, even though like I'm making plumb D fool of my goddamn self, I really enjoyed it. I can tell you that much. I enjoyed every piece of it because I was my cringy ass self. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, that's why I feel like you're supposed to live life. You're supposed to live life like how you would in behind closed doors. Not everything you do behind the closed doors now. Don't be nasty. Don't be closed-minded. But the shit, I'm saying, like your whole personality shouldn't change when you come out to the public. And a lot of folks do that, and I don't know why. Because you think it's safe to play heartless. Keep on playing heartless and watch how many wounds you gonna have to heal from when your time come to heal that shit. You ain't gonna be able to keep running soon. You gonna run right into a brick wall, baby, and have to feel all that pain. Keep thinking that you exempt from it. I could never be nobody on the internet crying. I give you about the next couple of years, you'll be one of them too. Told you better watch what you speak on, because it can turn around to be you any day. A lot of y'all little detached ass friend. Told you I was detached. I ain't trying to project who I am and how I am. You know what I'm saying? My journey different. But it's still a soul's journey. We still are walking mirrors. Okay? And we just on different timelines. And age don't mean shit either. Okay? So, I love you, friend. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Good morning, Grand Rising. Get your ass up.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not